Good morning, students. I am Mrs. Sunita Pardesi, and today we are going to start History lesson number 6, Empowerment of Women and Other Weaker Sections. In this lesson, we will see women's contribution in all the field after independence period. We know, student, women had participated in the freedom struggle. Women have also made important contribution in all fields in the post-independence period. So students, you can see one table which is from your textbook. Number of women per 1000 men. We know the condition of women before the independence in India. And some more reasons we will see why the number of women per 1000 men in the population has been decreasing. When we study the condition of women in India, we realize that the roots of several of the problems they face lie in the mentality of men. In the 21st century, we have not been able to rid ourselves of this male-centered mentality. We know, students, in India from ancient age only, women were getting the secondary importance in the society. So, in this lesson, we will see some movements after independence which led by women's for the women's. Vinoba Bhave was advocate as well as philosopher who started Bhudan movement in 1951, and for that he used the women power. He had started placing his faith in Mahatma Gandhi's philosophy. Bhudan means land donate movement. The landlords of India donated their lands to the landless laborers. Women volunteers carried the message of Bhudan to all parts of India. Women played a significant role in the Telangana peasants' armed struggle, which challenged the rule of Nizam and the feudal system. Students, nowadays Telangana, at that time it was the part of Hyderabad state. And last year in detail we learnt about Hyderabad liberation movement as well as Marathwada Mukti Sangram, and in that movement women played a major role after the independence. Due to the peasants' armed struggle which challenged the rule, we have seen their region became free from bonded labor. As well as women found freedom from this torment. Torment means torture. Manifestation of women power. Manifestation means the action which shows something different. Women who have to face the brunt of scarcity, supplies and rising prices. Scarcity means shortage of supplies at the time of Diwali in 1972. Women gave a show of their strength as an organized entity in 1972 under the leadership of the socialist leader Mrinal Gore. Women in Mumbai participated in a demonstration which came to be known as the Latne Morcha. Latne means the rolling pin, and the rolling pin demonstration is known as Latne Morcha. Commodities like oil, ghee, rava, maida would become scarce just as Diwali was near at hand. Kerosene had become very expensive. Women came together brandishing their rolling pins and took part in the demonstration. This movement met with success and the public got a glimpse of the united power of women. The Chipko movement. Another show of constructive women power was seen during the Chipko movement in 1973. Trees from the forest in the foothills of Himalayas were to be cut down for commercial purposes. Newly started companies and factories, private companies, they started to cut down the trees for their personal benefit, which was not liked by the local tribal people of foothills of Himalaya. Chandi Prasad Bhatt and Sundarlal Bahuguna had started a movement to prevent this. Women followed the strategy of holding hands and encircling the each trees as their method considered of protecting tree by embracing it. The movement came to be known as the Chipko movement. Women took part in it large numbers. Women had a big role to play in the agricultural economy of this region. Gaura Devi was the activist who created this awareness among the women with the help of Sudesha Devi and Bachni Devi. Anti-liquor movement. Liquor means alcohol. In 1992 in Andhra Pradesh, a movement was started against the drinking of alcohol. It received a good response in other states too. When the head of the household dies and ultimately death due to addiction of alcohol, the family faces a serious crisis which affects women the most. Due to alcoholism, they have to deal with extreme sorrow and poverty. This movement got the support of the anti-Arak movement in Andhra Pradesh. As a result of government policy, Arak, a locally produced alcohol dealer, set up a shop in every town and village. At the same time, a literacy program was being run in the villages of the state. Tama Katha, Sita's story, was narrated as a part of this program. It was a story about Sita, who creates awareness among the people of a village and gets alcohol to be banned from the village. In 1992, three youths of Dabuganta village of Nellore district in Andhra Pradesh drowned in a lake in a state of inebriation. Inebriation means no control over the part of the body due to alcohol. And these three youths died in the lake. In this instance, the women of the village came together and forced the closure of Arak shops. The report of this news in the local newspaper had its effect on many other villages. The movement spread to the entire state and the government had to adopt a strict policy against the state of alcohol. International Women's Year. The United Nations has declared 1975 as the International Women's Year. The three aspects of this program were peace, development, and equality between men and women. In 1975, the Government of India constituted the Committee on the Status of Women and appointed Dr. Fulrenu Guha as its chairman. A comprehensive survey was conducted of several issues such as the social position of women, their status, the consequences of constitutional provisions made for women, as also education of women and its percentage. Education percentage means students, we know very well the girls' education or women's education was very less as compared to the male education. So many reasons are there in Indian society due to which women are not getting equal education or girls are not allowed to take the education. In this survey, the issue of women's education as well as the progress due to education was conducted. Difficulties faced by the working women, the position of women with respect to work, their wages, the male-female ratio, birth and mortality rates, and the role of a woman. Taking into consideration this entire background, a statewide conference for women was held in 1975 organized by the Stri Mukti Sangharsha Samiti. Women from all walks of life regions participated in it. Samiti published its manifestation in 1978. The policy of a struggle against discrimination on the basis of gender, caste, and varna was adopted. This gave rise to a collection of songs called Stri Muktichi Lalkari. A street play called Mulgi Zhali Ho, Jyoti Mapsekar, and a periodical called Prerak Lalkari, which became their mouthpieces. It means they started the periodicals, dramas, street plays to awake the women for their empowerment. In 1977, groups like the Stri Mukti Andolan Samiti, established by Saudamini Rao in Pune, Baija, a fortnightly, as also Stri Uwach, Maitrin, and Stri Anyay Virodhi Manch in Aurangabad. Mahila Dakshita Samiti in Kolhapur. Mahila Hakka in Nasik and Nari Prabodhan Manch in Latur were formed. Anti-dowry protection committee were formed all over Maharashtra. A conference to protect against oppression of women was organized in Dhule city. Vidyabal's periodicals, Nari Samata Manch and Milun Sarezani as also the work of the Samajwadi Mahila Sabha and Krantikari Mahila Sangharsha were of great help in dealing with women's issues. The employment guarantee scheme in Maharashtra also helped in empower women. Pramila Dandavate established Mahila Dakshata Samiti in Delhi in 1976. The Communist Party established the Akhil Bharatiya Janavadi Mahila Sangatna in 1980. Branches of the Samiti came up in the states of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Odisha, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Punjab. Efforts were made to start branches of these organizations in all parts of India. The Sangatna started a struggle against issues like dowry, female foeticide, domestic abuse. Research on women's issues was undertaken at various levels. Women's study centers were started. The first women's university, Srimati Nathibai Damodar Thakarse SNDT Women's University, Mumbai, Institute of Social Science, Mumbai, Savitribai Phule Pune University, and Shivaji University, Kolhapur. These centers played an important role in critical analysis and in developing a vision on women's issues. So students, today we learned some issues related to women organization which established specially for the women's empowerment as well as some universities. In the second part of the lesson, we will learn about some laws which were made by government for the empowerment of women as well as for the weaker sections of the society. Thank you.